Okay guys, this is Bart here giving you an update on the old compass project and how to improve its performance, or at least make it acceptable. So one of the things I found was that right here there was a rubber grommet that came out that kept the water out. I actually had to pull that out, and I actually took a little drill, and I hope you can see I had to elongate the hole to the left there and make it easier for this rod to pass through because it was binding. The other thing I did to get more throw out of the rudder was I had to take the servo arm off, and then I used a little drill bit and I drilled the outer hole out big enough to get the arm in. I'm still having some problems though, and I'll show you. With the controller, this is a cheap controller. When you're holding it, say you hold it all the way to the right, okay, see how it went? Eventually it beeps and it turns the complete opposite way. And as you can see, it didn't come back to zero when I let up on the controller, so that's something that's kind of screwy. As you can see, now it's out of whack. So I would suggest getting spending the $50–60 and getting a cheap, better controller, something like I use with the dragons that come with the dragons. Let me show you real quick. It's called the Fly Sky FS, and just use one of those. They make one that works really good for a boat. The other thing that I found was the binding process for this boat in this controller right here is not very good either. In fact, the directions, you can see I crossed them out because they're completely wrong, because this little receiver in here, which is kind of junk, it has a little button type thing, or at least that's what it appears to be on this back side, kind of by where the light is, but I'm not even sure if that's a button, because the way I found that I could bind it was you power the boat on first, and then you just turn on the receiver, and if you've lost the bind, that little red light on the receiver will be blinking real fast. And what I found is if I turned on this receiver, it would also blink real fast, and then it would bind. So their directions are completely wrong, and that's the way, if you buy one, who knows what controller you'll get, but that's the way I found it. So if I was going to upgrade this boat, say I wanted to race against a Dragon Force, I think I would get the new controller and a receiver and upgrade both of those things, so you didn't have to deal with this one. And then you see how it has the battery pack right there. I'd probably figure out how to get that out and put a rechargeable battery in there. This little servo here, I think I would probably upgrade that too and get one that's used for a Dragon, because it kind of acts like the version 1 through 5 Dragons. Those old servos, anybody who's had them knows they weren't very reliable and they didn't work too well. In fact, out of both of the version 5 boats I bought, 2 of the servos were bad, and I actually had to get them from the company. So, but the version 6 seemed to be pretty good, and I would suggest getting those. Replace that one, and it'd be more accurate. And then what we found yesterday is this rudder here just probably isn't big enough for this boat. So again, you might want to buy a Dragon size, which is bigger, and then you might have to modify this little arm right here. Maybe get one again from a Dragon. So you'd have to buy those things. Now, in the end, you'd probably end up spending about $100 to upgrade this boat. And I'd be curious what the performance would be after you upgrade it, if it would be faster than a Dragon. Because you would still, of course, you still have these sails, which I don't think are as good as a Dragon type boat, but you know, until somebody upgrades and tells us, you know, what the performance was like, we'll never know. So if you have any comments, please let me know, and I may actually start on this project to upgrade and see if I can make this boat faster than a Dragon. But I guess I'll talk to you guys later.